Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the Wisdom of the Way. I am Lorenzo, and today I'm going to tell you guys something that I don't normally tell people. And this is how I communicate with my spirit. All right. It's usually something that I keep private to myself, or there's a few other people that I may speak to about it, depending upon who they are and what I'm talking about, what my spirit has told me. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, I'm spiritual," but yes, my spirit does communicate with me, but not in the way that most people may think. Let me give you a little background on this. And I hope that there's something that you guys can take from this as well. So please, subscribe, share, like, whatever. Here's the deal. I spent the last 35 years meditating, praying, opening my chakras, keeping my aura cleansed. But living in Georgia, twice a year, my sinuses act like they want to get out of hand. But when I start feeling it coming on, I'll go into states of working meditations. I'll cleanse my aura, I'll flush my body. I'll do everything I possibly can to make sure that I don't have to take any chemical medicines, right? So I'm going through this yesterday, getting my body prepped, cleaning it out, getting my aura right, getting my energy right, listening to some Reiki tones, doing some toning myself, some chanting, everything. Getting my energy right, connecting with the soul of the world, connecting with the universe, everything. But oftentimes when that happens, and I get deep into it, I usually will either have lucid dreams or astral projections, things like that. And that's fine. I'm used to that because I do that often anyway. But most of the time, there are times where revelations occur, where big apocalyptic revelations happen within my life, and things that maybe I've been studying for a long time that I haven't fully conceptualized, or a new level of understanding on something comes about. And I had one of those last night where a new level of understanding came about. So let me give you a little bit of this one. So what happens with me is that usually when my spirit and I communicate, my spirit shows itself in a reflection of something, a mirror, water, a reflection of something. And I always have known that is how my spirit and I communicate. It's like self-talking, but I know that it is my spirit talking to me. So what happens is that my spirit says, "Hey, I need you to go to the next level of understanding." When in Mark and Matthew and the Gospel of Thomas, it says that if you blaspheme against the Father, you can find forgiveness. If you blaspheme against the Son of Man, you can find forgiveness. But if you blaspheme against the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, there is no forgiveness. So the Father is the Creator. We see the Creator in many different ways and understandings. We oftentimes don't understand the Creator, and sometimes we get angry and frustrated with the Creator. But the Creator, being pure love, understands our frustration, because we can fall into that. And this is what the Spirit is telling me. We sometimes blaspheme against the Son of Man because we are flesh, and we blaspheme against our flesh. We lie towards our flesh. I know some of you right there are going to take that. In your mind, you're thinking about Yeshua as the Son of Man. But in my understanding, my belief, that Yeshua was an example, a metaphor of what we all are. We are all the Son of Man, the Son of God, just as the story says that he is the Son of he and the Father are one, just as we are all the sons and daughters of the Father. So in that, it was like, hey, you blaspheme against yourself, you talk bad against your fleshly self, this state of poverty that we're in right now. But your spirit is something totally different. Your spirit is a reflection of the Father. The moonlight would never claim itself to be the sunlight, but it knows that it is a reflection of sunlight that shines on the earth. Your spirit is a reflection of the Father. So when you blaspheme against your spirit, you're blaspheming against the spirit of the Father, the natural use, the natural being that you are, the true totality of who you are. So my spirit then said, think language. In today's world, the name Lucifer means the devil, the Satan, the adversary, the serpent. But you would be surprised to understand that the Bible mentions the name Lucifer one time, and Lucifer, the morning star, oh, how ye have fallen. And it wasn't until the 1600s that idea of the Lucifer being a fallen angel, the chief fallen angel, didn't come into the 1600s. And there's one way you can go and see that there must be some truth to that. because the fact that you go to Sardinia, Italy, and there's the Bishop Lucifer of Cagliari, who is now the Saint Bishop, Saint Lucifer of Cagliari. So and this is in Sardinia, Italy. It ain't me. Go look it up for yourself. Right? So language is what and you know, my spirit brings that to me. And he said, now also language. Yeshua is talking to Peter. Peter has an adversarial thought. He tells Peter, get thee Satan behind me. Get thee Satan behind me. Is Peter the Satan? No, because the Satan, just like Lucifer, is not a being, but an idea, a concept. The Satan, he said, then so my spirit said, what is the Satan? Beyond the adversary. Beyond the adversary, in the Aramaic, Satan means an instrument, an item that separates something from the whole. Separates something from the whole. So when you blaspheme, when you're an adversary to your spirit, you are separating yourself from the whole of the Father. As a Rastafarian would say, I am I. I am the I within the I. That I and my Father are one. And just as I and my Father are one, so are we all the sons and daughters of the Father. So when I blaspheme against myself, my spirit, I blaspheme against the Father. When I am an adversary towards myself, I'm an adversary towards the Father, towards the Creator. That same reflective spirit. Because to blaspheme my spirit is to blaspheme His. And that is unforgivable because you can't find that peace within yourself. You see, the Gospel of Thomas tells us that if you bring that which is on the inside to the outside, then it is that which will save you. So in order to, but to bring that, what is on the inside to the outside, means that you have to know what that is and accept that for what it is, that is a reflection of the Father, that you are a perfect spiritual being, just living in the poverty of the flesh. And see, as long as you're living in the poverty of the flesh, of course you make mistakes, but you're not some filthy rag. You are a divine being, a divine creature, because your spirit is a reflection of the Father's spirit, meaning that it is connected. It is one with the Father. So therefore, if it's one with the Father, if it is a reflection of the Father, then you cannot find fault with it. When the sunlight comes from the sun and hits the moon and reflects to the earth, of course, it doesn't have the same power or potency as the sunlight that comes directly from the sun. But as that reflection, it is still sunlight. So you are still the Spirit of the Father, perfect, without fault. It is our carcass of flesh that is the poverty. That is the problem. So that's why Thomas, in the Gospel, Thomas says you have to bring that from the inside to the outside. That the kingdom of heaven is all around you. That is inside of you and all around you. And that if anybody tells you that it's somewhere else, then they are pulling the veil over your eyes. That is what my spirit told me. I hope that this has helped somebody. I hope that you share this. I hope that you subscribe. I hope that it bless you. Y'all have a great day.